So today I'm going to talk about Introduction to Electromagnetic Wave. If we just discuss about modern physics, it's pretty important to discuss that what is actually Introduction to Electromagnetic Wave and what exactly it is, right? So let's just proceed further to just discuss what it exactly means, right? Yeah. So what is electromagnetic wave? They are the photons. Electromagnetic waves are made up of small discrete particles, right? So the building block of what is electromagnetic wave first of all? The combination of electric field and magnetic. The combination of electric and magnetic is electromagnetic field. Combination of what? Combination of electric and magnetic is electromagnetic wave. Combination of both. The building block of magnetic wave is known as photon. Now what is photon? Photon are the discrete particles. For a while consider that these are the particles, rigid sphere masses. It has fixed amount of energy, which means that you can only transfer a fixed amount of energy to the certain other body. For instance, what is your mass? Your mass can either be 4 kg. Yes, it can be 4.5, 4.6. But for a while, consider we are taking the integral multiple of fixed value. For instance, you wanna buy milk, so you'll say 2 kg. You cannot say 2.1 kg. Why 2.1 kg? I like photon always transfer in form of proper energy or a discrete particle. It has this is the integral multiple of fixed value, right? So if we talk about photons, this is the basic introduction. Let me just remove it because it's creating a mass here. So photon are the discrete particles, right? There's some certain points that we need to discuss about photon. Is that yeah. So what photons are the quanta or fixed amount of energy, has fixed amount. If you just gonna write the equation here, which is E is equals to H mu, where E is the energy, H is a Planck constant. This is Planck constant. H is a Planck constant, which value is 6.626 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 34 joule second. 6.626 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 34 joule second. This unit is same as the unit of intensity, dimension and unit of intensity. This is the MCQ's point that the unit and dimension is same as intensity, right? I have told you that the building block of electromagnetic wave is the photon, right? We know that the photon's rest mass is zero, which means photon only exists just because of their motion. Photons rest mass is zero. It only exists just because of motion. That's why if we say that the electromagnetic wave is made up of photons, what does we actually mean? We mean that the electric field and magnetic field, like perpendicular, something like this, right? A photon travels in a straight line because it does not get reflected in this direction or is in this direction because it is a neutral massless particle. Yes, it does have mass when it travels, but this mass is zero, right? So photons are the electromagnetic wave. We have electromagnetic. So if we talk about electromagnetic wave, we say one thing. Let's just remove it. Electromagnetic wave is a combination of spectrum. Is a combination of spectrum. Now, what does it mean that the electromagnetic wave is a combination of spectrum? What does it say? Right? What is what does it mean? Right? I'm not getting it. Spectrum, which means plotting a graph of different wavelengths. For instance, like this, wavelength is something like this. So we know that the spectrum. You can remember a trick that GXU VIM R, right? VIM R. If you read it loudly, it says something like this: gamma, X-ray, UV, violent, visible, micro, and radio. Wavelength of radio is high, which means energy is less. Wavelength is inversely proportional to energy. Remember it, right? Wavelength is inversely proportional to energy, right? So it goes something like this. Here the energy is high and wavelength is low. So this electromagnetic spectrum is nothing but plotting a graph just to show the different wavelengths, right? Here the electric field and magnetic field are perpendicular. Let's talk about something about what is photon. Like some points important to be discussed about photons.